Hey Lars, Nev Lappert here from Snowboard Addiction. Got a question here on front threes. It looks like you're having a hard time being patient off the lip, resulting in scrubbing and little speed. So I've got some tips that are going to help you here. So frontside 360, set up path here on your toes, transferring to your heels. Got a couple of things that are going to help on this. So I'm going to freeze frame it in a couple of spots. On the way in here, you'll see that right now you're on a really consistent toe edge. And so you've got this really clean toe edge line going here, which is called carving. But just as you get to here, you actually start sliding the turn. So right now the board is actually sliding, and that slide right here, from here to here, you're actually losing a lot of speed while you slide that turn. Now, I think one of the things you actually need to work on is being able to hold a really clean carving edge, because the same thing happens right here. So from here to about here, you slide that turn, which washes off a lot of speed. Now you're back on edge. Right here you're on edge. That's good. But then from this last part, again, you're sliding off the lip. So there's three different spots, 1, 2, and 3, where you're actually washing speed. Now, if we can get to the point where you can hold a really clean edge off that jump, you're going to hold a lot more speed over that lip, and you're going to make it all the way to landing. So right now you're kind of just knuckling a little bit. You're going to easily make it if we can get that point where you get smooth carving. So a couple things you can do. One is, I know this might have been quite an icy day, so it might have been quite slick. Potentially you could actually check out how sharp your edges. If your edges are sharp, you may need to actually work on carving and just holding being able to hold a really solid edge. One thing you can do is see how your frontside 180s are. See if you can get a clean heel edge takeoff on a frontside 180. Because if you can, then you'll be able to use that exact same heel edge on your takeoff for your front three. Now there's one other thing I wanted to mention as well, is that right as you're taking off here, your weight's kind of back a little bit, but that's okay. The problem is that as you transition this whole jump, your weight doesn't transition with you. Now what I mean by that is that when you do a straight air, you'll jump off the jump, but as you get to the landing, you want to be leaning downhill to land on both feet and with the landing. And you have to do the same thing with the 360. But right now you're concentrating on the 360, and as you do the 360, your weight is staying back that position the whole way, which is why it's coming down way more heavy on your back foot instead of ideally coming down on both feet with a light toe edge to grip that frontside 3. Now you're getting the blind landing, so that's all good, but I'd really like to see you get landing on both feet, a little bit of toe edge. And how you'll do that is by trying to transition your weight through the jump as if you were doing a bit more of a straight air. Now that's kind of a tricky thing to do. It'll come with practice. The thing you got to really work on right now is getting those clean edge carves. So working on smooth carves off the lip, try to do a bunch of front ones, see how that works out. If you can hold the clean edge on the front one, you'll be able to transition the exact same edge path into your front three. It'll put you into the landing. It'll help you keep that speed better. Cool. Awesome. Hope this helps. Nev Lappert from Snowboard Addiction. Our goal is to improve your riding.